Hey, scientists, and welcome to day 4. We're going to go back in time. No? Okay. And look at our steel wool. We made some observations. Made a little video. We put the vinegar in there, see if we would get some sort of change. And we were thinking, is it going to be physical or chemical change when we add the vinegar? And we got some really interesting results. So hopefully you were able to do that in your class as well. But we're going to take a look and see what happened. We did get some other interesting results that we can talk about. So let's take a look here at what we have with our steel wool. Wow. So as you can see, I'm going to take it out here in just a second. But as you can see, it has definitely changed. It's changed color. It's kind of a reddish brown, a little bit of orange color. So it definitely had a reaction with the steel wool. And think about what kind of change is that? Is that chemical change or a physical change? Can I get it back to the original the way it looked originally? And then there's another thing here I want you to look at. See very closely. You see that's inside the cup here. Those are water droplets. So that tells me something very interesting. So that's condensation inside the cup. So how do you get condensation inside the cup? Think about that. This is actually evidence of a physical change that I was not expecting to see. If you did it in a pan, you might not have seen this, but if you put the steel wool in a cup, like we did here, very interesting results. So why do you think there's condensation inside the cup? It's not on the outside, it's on the inside. What do you think that happened? And the other interesting thing, it feels warmer on the cup where the condensation is. What do you think? Well, we know condensation happens when water droplets of different water vapor, because there's water vapor everywhere. There's water vapor around the room. There's water vapor inside this cup here. When the water vapor, the cool water vapor hits, contacts a different surface of a different temperature, it condenses back into water droplets. So that tells me that the reaction of the um, vinegar, the oxidation, the rusting that is occurring with the steel wool is releasing heat energy. And if you have a different temperature in here and you have like a um, cooler air temperature, but then you have heat and you have a water vapor, it condenses. It's condensing on the inside of the cup. So that gives me some evidence that this definitely is a chemical change, because not only do I have a change in color, I'll go ahead and take this out, but I also have um, some condensation, which tells me that there's probably some sort of heat energy involved. So that's awesome that we saw some extra evidence. The other thing we could have done is put a thermometer inside there and we could have checked the temperature. But as you can see, the steel wool has definitely gone through a chemical change. We would not be able to get the steel wool back to its original form because it has gone through a reaction with the air and the liquid. So very cool results that we have there. Make sure you record all your results in your data table and talk about physical and chemical changes. Thank you guys for coming in here. Um, I hope that you are also seeing some cool changes with your steel wool and your other stations too.